Hello everybody, this is SeetherCord here, and welcome to episode, I think this is 13 of SeetherCast. If this is 13, I didn't check, but if this is 13, I'm so sorry to the very unfortunate, no, I wouldn't say unfortunate, they're a pretty cool guy and they seem really happy, guest for SeetherCast today, and that is the good old Remei Fox.
Hey. I'm actually really excited to do this, dude.
Yes, me too. I'm fucking pumped! Anyway. So, how you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good. How about you?
I'm good. I'm doing alright, you know, my hair's hurting a little bit, but I'm good. Yeah.
Alright, so should I just explain my channel now, or?
Yeah, I'll do a little bit of introduction for you. So we have Remei Fox, I would say a new onto the scene furry YouTuber who's only been making videos for about a month and has only uploaded, I think, 5 or so videos so far onto the website, and he's pretty good. He makes videos that are commentary-based videos, and he has a persona, and I will say that hair on that persona is just, love it. It's amazing. Love how long and luscious it is.
Thanks. I actually like doing that because it's more or less around my actual type of hairstyle.
Yeah, who says... I hate how people say that only women can have long hair. Men can have long hair too, so...
Yeah, alright.
So we'll go on to pretty much just explaining your channel. So tell us about your channel and what it's about.
Alright, so my channel is pretty much supposed to be obviously, you know, commentary focused because, like, you already said that yourself. I mainly wanted to actually start it because I just got really into the furry fandom, like, super fast. I've tried starting YouTube channels before, but they've mostly just been kind of like lazier gameplay type videos that didn't really have any effort or editing at all. And this was more or less my attempt to try and, you know, put editing and effort into it, because this is my first time ever trying this, and I'm hoping it actually works out. I wanted this to be kind of a mix of furry and Smash content. And the main reason why I actually got interested is I've just seen like YouTubers like you and like Beta Ada Delota, and those have just been like huge inspirations to me already. And I really like commentary channels, and I like, you know, giving my opinion on certain things, and that's one reason why I like making my channel. And then also as a side thing, even though furry content would not help this part of it too well, I plan to actually become, or try to become, a top player in like Smash. That's one of my biggest life goals. And one thing I've learned is, as a PR move, it's best to actually have a YouTube channel doing pretty well, because they'll want to, like, you know, they would rather have people that have content they're making on YouTube that people will look up as, like, fans will like, because it just helps a lot more, because I've seen a lot of, like, people in the Smash scene get dropped just because they don't have a YouTube channel, so that's another reason why I decided to try doing this.
Okay. If I could ask quickly about Smash, are you a competitive player for the new Smash Ultimate game, or are you sticking to the Smash Melee competitive scene?
I am for Smash Ultimate, actually. I played Smash 4 as well, though I liked Melee better. Melee's too tough for me, man. It's like so much work to play Melee competitively. Like, even just playing it a little bit starts getting my hands really, like, to start hurting and crap.
I get what you mean. Like, for me, I'm playing through it right now on my third YouTube channel, my no commentary gaming channel, Seether Chills, and it's one of those games where, like, I get astounded by how so many people in the world have put so many hours in the game. I think that's, like, if, like, we had to do a statistic or a study on it, I think Melee would probably be one of, or probably the most played video game in history.
Yeah, it's freaking nuts, dude.
Because, like, yeah, and the fact that people are still playing it competitively, like, to this day, and even though the game came out, like, I think nearly 20 years ago,
it came out
coming on 20
years
years ago, it's crazy.
I think it was actually 2001, exactly.
Oh, sweet, so nearly 20, 18 years, it's crazy.
But, I mean, it's pretty cool. I actually got into Smash Bros. Competitively because of a Melee documentary.
Well, cool.
Anyways, that was actually just one of the reasons why I decided to, like, make my channel, but I also want to make my channel just because I like, you know, as I said, giving my opinion on a lot of things, and the furry fandom has kind of been one of my focuses right now after I got out of the brony fandom.
Oh, sweet. That's pretty cool. If I could ask about your experience with the brony fandom, did you ever have a YouTube channel kind of expressing your interest in bronies back then, or did you not? What'd you really do involving bronies back when you were into that?
Well, I never actually had a channel, like, relating to it. mainly because every time I like decided to try, I just didn't want to put the time in, because I've been a pretty lazy person my whole life with like work ethic, but I'm trying really hard at this channel. Most of what I did in a Brony fandom, I think, is actually use the Amino app, which I kind of regret now, because honestly, I don't know, I'm not a huge fan of Amino personally. That's just me though. Like, I have it because I like to use it to promote my channel and stuff, but I used to love it. It's just not my thing anymore. But that's mostly what I did in the Brony fandom with the actual fan base. Outside of that, I watched a bunch of YouTube videos nonstop. It wasn't really...
That's pretty cool.
Oh, sorry.
No, go.
It wasn't really like that toxic or anything. Like, I watched your video like on the Brony fan base. I was like, dang, you just got really unlucky, dude, because like it wasn't really that awful of an experience at all.
I wouldn't say I was unlucky. I didn't really have, like, even with like experiencing a lot of that like crazy stuff, I never really had any one-on-one like drama or violence with people. Like, for real, like I didn't. The thing that was different between me being a Brony and a furry is that when I was a Brony, I only really like knew people in the Brony fandom because I knew people through the Let's Play community on YouTube that just so happened to be Bronies also. And then like after that, it didn't really like go on from there. Like, I never experienced any like Brony drama. When I would get in drama with Bronies, it would tend to be over stuff happening in the Let's Play community though.
Yeah, I mean,
which for some reason those two communities had a lot of people that were involved with both of them.
I was gonna say the only really drama I actually personally have had is every single time any politics get pulled up. Even if I don't want politics to get pulled up, they end up getting pulled up, and then it usually goes really far downhill from there. And then I've also explained a couple other things, like in a couple of my videos as well, like two people, like, it's just crazy some of the stuff that has happened, but it's not been that bad because it's only been like the minority of like what's happened in the fandom.
I see what you mean. I feel like we're going more into like the topic of the furry fandom. I feel like we've been, or the furry and the Brony fandom. Like, if I could ask, like, since we talked about Bronies, how would you feel the furry fandom has really been with your experience with it so far, and how is it different from being a Brony for you at least?
I would say my experience in the furry fandom has been like a lot easier for me. That's mainly just because like I've already like gone through the phase of like being closeted about stuff I like. And that actually majorly affected my like two experiences, because my first year being a Brony was like I was super unhappy and like depressed a lot of the time, because I was like I couldn't express anything that I liked at all because I was in fear of like getting made fun of and stuff like that. But the furry fandom, while I don't go around telling everyone, because I mean there's no real reason to, I do enjoy like actually talking about it with friends and stuff now, because I mean as long as like they are okay with it, I don't really see a point in trying to hide it. And it's also been really interesting because I think, in all honesty, I'm actually more interested in expressing myself for the furry fandom as well, just because it's more or less a older demographic generally, and I feel like it would fit me more.
That's pretty cool. If I could ask to also note about is when it comes to the furry fandom and your content, like, what do you want to do with your channel to help represent with the furry fandom? Like, is there a certain goal you want to achieve involving the furry fandom you want to get to by making your YouTube videos?
Actually, again, this relates to the Smash thing, but like, while, okay, I won't go too much into detail. I don't agree with some things that with Sonic Fox personally. I'm not going to go too much into details because it's just a bunch of drama. I personally want to actually become a top Smash player, and actually, the same way Sonic Fox would represent he's a furry, I want to represent I'm a furry, just, you know, promote furries in a more positive way, because that's something I want to do. And I guess another thing I would want to accomplish, that's actually kind of tough, like with my YouTube channel specifically, I do have a goal set, but for the furry fandom itself, I don't know, I just like to try to make things like more positive and stuff like that, and I also like to, more in general, just like, I guess, help give advice to people, because I've had a pretty like iffy life due to like a lot of like complications with things happening. Like, I went to a private school and had like a lot of socially awkward issues back then, and I guess I just want to help other people.
We understand that.
I was gonna say I want to help other people, because I mean I used to be like a extrovert forced to be an introvert, and now I'm like mega extroverted, and honestly I just feel like I want to talk about like my past experiences and how I've gotten to my point now, and how I'm doing a lot better, and hopefully help people doing that. Because I know a lot of those types of stories help people.
I see. You know, Since your channel's still up and new, and you said you had a gaming channel before, is that channel still up on YouTube or is that gone?
It's still up on YouTube, though, like, I would say I used to make, like, these cringy Minecraft Let's Plays. All those are deleted. But, like...
So the channel's still up, just no videos?
It's still up, it's just actually got... And it's got still some videos, it's just videos that are a little bit later, and they're all privated. I plan to actually react to some of those videos later on.
Okay. I assume you're not going to make videos on that channel anymore?
Yeah, definitely not.
Okay. I wanted to say, like, since your channel's still up and new, you have about, I think, 7 subscribers still. Yeah. I chose to have you on this channel because usually when it comes to channels that are really small or just starting up new on YouTube, they tend to not have that much passion for it. Like, for example, some people who want to be like, oh, I want to be this new and successful YouTuber, and all they do is like stream gameplay footage from their PS4 directly, not even like editing it, just like uploading directly from their PlayStation 4, for example.
Yeah, I'm related to something.
There's nothing
like
wrong
that.
if you want to make and it's nothing wrong if you want to make content like that. Like this site, like you can basically upload whatever you want as long as it's in the terms of service, as long as it's not, you know, porn or extreme violence or footage from Nintendo games. But
oh, you should really check out my channel.
Yeah, but it's fine to like make content like that. It's just it doesn't make it like unique. I want to have people on that like have passion and they have uniqueness to them. And you definitely have the uniqueness, but I also definitely feel like you have the passion, like for real. Like I see so much like wanting to like get so much crap done, and I definitely had that as well when I was first starting off my channel. It was a struggle, and I will say like having a breakthrough with like subscribers or views or have that one video can help you, not like super much, but just a little bit can definitely help you. And so I want you to be on this podcast to hopefully get you more subscribers, which let's make it a goal, people. Let's get Remei Fox to 100 subscribers in 1 week. Can
Bro,
we do
that'd
it?
be freaking
Can we
awesome.
do it, people? Let's get Remei Fox to 100,000 subscribers.
Oh man, 100,000 subscribers. I'll be bigger than. Don't even worry about it. I'll be bigger than Menorah Strawberry at some point.
Oh my god. I thought you said Manure Strawberry, but no, bigger than PewDiePie. It's gonna be PewDiePie versus T-Series versus Remei Fox.
Oh yeah. Don't even worry about it. It'll happen.
Yes, for sure. And other than that, yeah, I think that's it for covering most of that for that first part I want to go over. But there is one thing I want to clear up lastly, and I believe that is talking about the content itself. Like, exactly what kind of content are you focusing on to produce for the future, as well as what you're doing now? Like, what are you doing now that you want to expand on, and what stuff do you want to try new in the future for your videos?
What I'm trying to do now, I guess, is try to like make a slightly like comedic channel, like mostly informational, where I just kind of either talk about, it's a mix of like life stories and then just like commentating on like certain things going on, but I also want to like give it sort of a comedic thing, which currently is probably the biggest thing I'm trying to work with right now. And what I want for the future is I actually want to be able to get my fursuit made, like a fursuit made, and I actually want to do like a fursuit channel, because that's actually something I'm excited to try out, because I like, you know, every time I talk and stuff like that, like right now, I like to move my hands a lot and stuff like that, but in all reality, I don't know how much I feel comfortable like just showing my face on like YouTube videos right now. It's just not my type of thing.
I get what you mean, and since I've been trying to implement that more, I would say definitely go for it, but I will say the one issue I have experienced with making the fursuit videos, and it's not a fault of other people, it's more myself and my level of skill. When you make commentary videos, you kind of like ignore like the whole actual physical person acting kind of thing you have to put in, which you definitely need to show whether or not you're showing your face. Like when you wear a fursuit, you have to show that, and I won't deny I feel like I haven't done that good enough a job with that yet. But and some people have pointed out like it seems a little stilted or it doesn't work that well, which I'm gonna try better to get with it. I'm actually right now currently like watching a lot of Abergwine's videos and a couple other furry YouTubers videos and just studying their movements and how they move, and trying to like emulate that level of skill they have into my videos. So if you want to get to the fursuit stuff, try to really focus on like making yourself get out there, not just through your words and what you have to say, but through your movements too.
Yeah,
if
I
you
know.
on camera
Like,
and fursuit.
I actually take like advanced acting classes and stuff like that, so I've already like had experience of doing stuff like that before, so it wouldn't be too hard. It'll be kind of hard, but I would still want to try it a lot. Like, one of my favorite things to do is performing in general, and I feel like trying to do a video like a fursuit video would kind of be like performing.
Okay, cool. I would say I like that as well. And it comes to like the whole performance art of it and putting in a lot of effort. And there's actually one kind of like random thing I want to bring up that I've thought about lately that kind of involves that. And that's the thought of like how YouTube was back then compared to how it is now. Because like now you have a lot of like really big budget putting in like a super amount of effort into videos and like trying to you know, make it big budget and make it like super high quality, even up to like movies and TV. But then like back then YouTube mostly just was like people like being like, I wouldn't say being like fuck it, but more so like just doing casually and having more like wholesomeness and not like big budgets and like putting extreme amounts of effort in.
I could give like
would you say that you would
sorry. I don't mean to cut people off.
Would you say would you
continue?
That's okay. Sorry, but would you say you prefer content to make content / watch content that's more like big budget or putting like extreme amounts of like visual and like audio efforts and effects and things like that, or would you enjoy more wholesome content that's more simple yet still great?
All right, here, I'll give you like what I was actually going to mention is I'm going to tell you who I watch between these two people, and you could probably get a good idea. Will Smith and Jack Black. I watch Jack Black.
Yeah, I haven't really watched Will Smith's video, but I love Jablinski's game.
Yeah, Jablinski Games videos. It's so funny, dude. I love how they literally feel like old YouTube a lot of the time.
Yeah, and he mentions PewDiePie. Jack Black brings up PewDiePie and Ninja from time to time, so you know that YouTube's not going to support him.
He actually, like, you know, feels like a real person, like, whenever he's actually doing his videos and stuff, and that's what I enjoy. He's not, like, just putting on some type of persona like a lot of, like, actors do when they get onto YouTube.
Well, that's because he's Jack Black.
I know. He's literally my
favorite
actor. He's one of the
few... Even of his movies, like even when he was in his movies, because he's like, he was the Kung Fu Panda, man. But no, even in his movies, he was one of the few actors that still was like able to pretty much be themselves in every role they were. You know, like, overly cartoonish, slightly child-friendly / slightly inappropriate, and yet like it's crazy.
I think his demographic would be teen.
He was great.
Like for like his type of acting.
And School of Rock is the best high school movie ever made. So.
Yeah, but so I actually do prefer, like, I kind of like both, I guess, though I do prefer leaning more towards the people who seem like they're more or less self-made. For example, I still enjoy watching PewDiePie's content. I really like watching PewDiePie's content. And yeah, he's sure the biggest YouTuber, but his content still feels like it's made by one guy because it mostly is.
He has an editor.
Yeah, but I mean, like I said, it mostly is. Like, for example, I would consider, like, it's probably just like a small team of people is what I've been able to see, and I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah. That's pretty much the case of like a lot of channels, and like if he wants to be a channel that like produces a lot of content, like 1 to 2 videos a day, it makes sense that you need more people for that, and that's why he hires people. And if I had the money, I honestly would hire other people to help with my channel, but I don't have the money.
Yeah, so, I obviously don't have the money either. Well, actually, I had a friend who offered to edit my videos for me, but I was like, dude, I need to learn on my own, because let's say our friendship like just stopped for any reason. I would hope it wouldn't. But like if it did, I would rather be editing my own videos already, so I, you know, have the knowledge of how to edit. Like already, after just a few videos, I've learned more about like what I'm doing than I did before.
Yeah. Tell that to Wolficide. No, I'm just kidding. Oh my god, I hope he's not watching this. Oh god.
I actually liked watching your podcast with Wolficide. He was pretty chill.
Yeah, he's chill. He's cool. Except for like the first one where he's like felt like a therapy session, but it's fine. Yeah, it's cool. But other than that, now that we pretty much got that out of the way with explaining your channel and everything like that, and like how it's you being a furry and a brony and a little bit of a Smash player, do you feel like there's anything involving the furry community or YouTube as a whole that you want to like address or bring up that you feel like maybe some people don't bring up enough?
I guess actually, yeah. There's one thing that's actually bothered me a lot about the furry community that actually makes me scared on like my own. Like, I don't know like how accepting they can be sometimes, because like I feel like the whole point of the furry community is supposed to be like this accepting place, right? But then I see like people like for having like for example, having right-wing opinions, for example, on this community. A lot of time I've seen like YouTubers who've like been really popular in the fandom for a bit, then show that they're right-wing, and then they get harassed super hard. I'm like, you know, just because they have a different opinion, you shouldn't really be attacking them. I mean, I don't want to attack anyone else for having different opinions from me, and I think that's actually an issue that needs to get handled myself, because if we're supposed to be a community that's accepting everyone, it should actually accept everyone as long as they're not doing anything harmful.
Yeah, I would say that's definitely like one of the more fearful things, especially when you're like doing furry related stuff on YouTube, because I feel like the one thing I feel like I could be doing better with my channel being a furry commentator channel is being more opinionated, because if I had to be honest, there's probably only like a few YouTubers that I feel like make similar content to me in the furry fandom on YouTube, and that's Beta Ada Delota, Raghound, Cothrix, even Genesius Wolf, I guess.
Bro,
and
Cothrix
I'm not
is
trying
not
to like
furry channel,
I honestly think all four of them. I think, what'd you say?
I said Cothrix is not a furry channel though.
I guess so, quote unquote, you know, but but I will say that when it comes to those four channels, I actually personally think all four of those channels are way better than mine. But the thing that I feel like all of them also have that I feel like I don't is that I feel like they're more opinionated than I am, or they're more confident in their own opinion.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't say I'm a fence sitter. I wouldn't say I go fence sitting a lot with my content. It's more so like I avoid touching the really touchy stuff.
Yeah, I'm probably.
And I kind of don't like that.
I don't,
because I feel like I'm more so. Like, yeah, but I feel like that's fine if you don't talk about the more touchy stuff. But even like this not fully touchy but slightly touchy stuff, I avoid, which isn't good. Like the whole Sonic Fox thing, especially like at the Game Awards. I wanted to make a video on that, but then I realized that like if I did that, I feel like I would have gotten a lot of people mad or something like that, because Sonic Fox is like, oh, he's like a savior of the furry fandom and things like that. That's fine if you think that. I don't think poorly of Sonic Fox, but the thing is like I personally don't think he's like amazing. Yeah, I think if I had to be honest about my whole opinion about Sonic Fox, it would be he deserves the award. He earned that fair and square. He deserves that award. Yeah, I think he's a cool guy, and I appreciate all the things he's done for charity and giving money to help out other people. The thing I have a problem with is just like the way he presents like his political stuff in the wrong places, and also how he acts on Twitter, and that's all my issue is. But I feel like even then, some of his like fanboys are gonna like try to like go full on like SJW on me if I like call him out, because like I don't know if like it's still currently, but I know around the time of the Game Awards, like pretty much all the furry fandom was putting him like on a really high pedestal.
Oh yeah, I actually, well, at least most part. I mean, my boy PK Russell definitely wasn't. Like PK Russell, do you know who that is?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, drama channel.
Yeah, I know who that is.
I like watching it personally, but that's just because I actually like his personality. But he talked about Sonic Fox, and I actually like how he presents it all, because one thing is that I didn't really like have much against Sonic Fox. Like I didn't actually have anything to show that like would really be that bad, because I mean he made one joke at the awards that's not really awful, but then it was the fact that how he went to Twitter is what kind of made me go like, man, you could have just handled that way better. You're kind of putting furries in a bad light on mainstream media. That's my issue.
See what you mean?
Because like what I was gonna say was like in my opinion, if you're like trying to like show like how great and welcoming of the furry fandom is, again, this goes back to the welcoming side of the furry fandom, I feel like he should actually have, you know, just not done that, because I mean it helps people join the furry fandom, and I don't know, to me it felt like it probably pushed like a lot of people away, and I think that just kind of sucks, because I would like more people to join the furry fandom.
Yeah, it does suck for sure, and I really do wish he wouldn't have presented it that way, because I feel like for the most part furries do a really good job with representing themselves when it comes to like the smaller media outlets or smaller cases of it getting exposure. But when it comes to the big things like the Game Awards, and you have someone in a fursuit go up and get their award, all he had to do, like it's just all he had to do was like not make that comment while on the reward stand when getting the award. And even then, like I don't fully. It was just one comment,
Yeah.
but then going to Twitter,
That was the thing,
and then
Twitter.
like the one time, like when you have the really important one, that's when like it just topples over.
Mhm.
And
I was gonna say the guy he was arguing with, I forgot the guy's name, was kind of stupid too, but I mean that's whatever. I say stupid when I say stupid. I'm not like trying to be like mega offensive. There's just how I talk and stuff, I guess.
Yeah. Another thing I kind of don't like is just that like when you represent furries, be it like a political belief and things like that. I don't mean to like get political. I barely ever do on my channel, but like when it comes to like the left and everything like that in furries, I don't like how certain people like paint like, oh, all furries are on the left, or all the furries have this political belief about certain individuals and things like that. Because it's not how it's supposed to be. I meant like I will say that the majority of people in the furry fandom are okay with gay people, and I believe most of them are on the left, and that's fine, but it's not everyone. You can't just group unless there's literally been a study that shows 100% of the people who took it say, yeah, I'm on the left, or yes, I support this or that or whatever.
Yeah.
You can't say that.
I mean, I could easily disprove it by just saying like, well, first of all, like I am okay with gay people. Like I don't really care. I'm like super libertarian, stuff like that. Like whatever someone wants to do, they can do. That's my opinion on a lot of things. As long as it's not illegal and isn't hurting anyone, I don't really care what someone wants to do. But I will consider myself kind of right wing.
Okay, and that's completely all right. And we just disproved the whole thing of all furries being on the left. So the one thing we don't even need a study. Like we got proof here.
Yeah.
Clickbait that.
Oh boy, that's gonna be on your title now, isn't it?
Proof that not all furries are on the left.
And
actually, no, we'll get demonetized if we mention that.
Oh yeah, you'll get demonetized, and then I don't know how many people will want to subscribe to me. Then we got to make sure I get those subscribers. I'm kidding.
I get what you mean. Even if he's on the right, and even if like most people in the furry fandom might disagree with you, like don't not subscribe to him because of that. He makes great content, and he doesn't, or at least from what I assume, you don't force your political belief
no, I would
in
not.
every video you make.
I mean, considering that I actually a teacher with opinions similar to mine, but mind you, a teacher was forcing their political opinions on the students. I actually got that teacher fired, me and my friend, because she was forcing her political views non-stop, even after being told not to do it like several times. And the thing is, I would have never done something like that if she just talked about her political views normally, but she was making it seem like it was always the truth, and I'm not a fan of that type of thing. Like, my viewpoint is like, everyone should be able to think the way they want to think. I'm not trying to censor someone. It was the fact that she was making it like, indoctrination is what it was.
And implementing it into the classroom when it didn't need to.
Yeah, that's another thing. But like, it was just mainly bothered me because she was making it seem like that was the only opinion and the only right opinion. And I was like, dude, what are you doing? Like, you're not supposed to be doing that.
What, if I could ask, what subject was the teacher teaching?
English.
Oh, it makes sense, you know, because you're gonna have that essay where like, the first one we're going to look into how we're gonna read this one person's opinion, and you're gonna write down how they express their opinion. And then the second essay is you're gonna express your opinion with this method, and then you're gonna express the same opinion but with this method of writing.
Oh, well, actually, one friend of mine, with this teacher, like talked about like his like opinions, and it was a political paper, right? But the thing is, she then said like, well, that paper would have been good except for all of it was incorrect. And I'm like, dude, what?
She gave him an F because of a different opinion?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, that's firing right there. I'm glad you guys. I hope that poor student, was still able to pass the grade.
Oh no, trust me, he's usually like practically a straight A student, so he got out fine.
I wonder if like there were the students that were like legit actually failing, but then they passed because the teacher got fired.
Oh, actually, there are a lot of students that were passing because the teacher was really lazy as well.
Okay, so like all the students that had the liberal opinion, they get an A+, things like that.
I mean, I got an A, but that's also because I'm the type of person to like try not to stir up drama, like outside at least, because I don't
see what you mean.
So plus, whenever some of the other kids were like threatening to beat up the person, I was like, oh god, I better not say anything. The person that reported her. Anyways, getting kind of off topic.
No, it's fine. But one last thing, you could have just easily put like, "I agree with you" on the paper in bold letters and got an A.
I mean, that's mostly what I did, actually. I was just like, yeah, man, I can't believe those kids would report you.
Yeah. So we can yeah, we can end that topic right there. But one thing I want to disclaim to all the viewers watching, we don't care if you're left, if you're right, if you're middle, if you're up, if you're down, if you're horizontal or vertical. As long as you just don't be a jerk about it, we're good with you.
Correct.
We'll let you into the we'll let you into the courthouse. But I don't know. Is there any other like major like thing involving the furry fandom or YouTube or the Smash fandom or the Brony fandom you would want to bring up that you feel hasn't really been given enough attention or light to?
Oh, I think it's been given enough attention, but it's still a huge issue. If you mentioned the Smash fandom, they are such a... It's probably because it's a competitive gaming fandom, it's to be expected. I like toxicity in a more playful way, I guess. If you know what I mean, like
I see.
Like for example,
like,
old Melee.
Like once the thing's over, like everyone can like. I don't mind trash talking in a competition. Like if we're gonna have a competition, if you're gonna trash talk, that's fine. But then like right after, like, hey, you want to go to dinner? Things like that.
Yeah. Like I like watching this one dude called Mango, and that dude is he acts like a complete douchebag. But I freaking love his content because I mean the dude's just messing around most of the time, and he's not really being too serious, and I'm okay with him. But then, like, there's, like, a lot of, like, controversy, like, one thing that I can actually straight up state here, and I know will not be that controversial of an opinion, I think Salem, a Smash Bros. YouTuber, or not YouTuber, player, is really stupid, because, like, he said that Melee was, like, not a part of the Smash community because of his years of research, and he was just trash-talking Melee non-stop.
Is that where that freaking meme came where someone said, like, Ultimate, like, it's scientifically proven that Ultimate isn't as, like, complex as Melee or something like that? I heard some people saying that.
I have no idea. I wouldn't know about that.
I don't know.
But, like...
I just know that, like, Melee fans... I love Melee to death, and it's one of my favorite games ever made, but I won't deny I'm getting a little tired of, like, the Smash players that are, like, with every new game, like, this isn't as good as Melee.
True, but, I mean, there's also the new Smash players that are like, man, you stupid Melee people. Like, just because someone wants to enjoy the older... It's both sides. I think both sides are pretty toxic. I'm not really good... I used to think it was only the Melee players, but I just saw how the Smash 4 players would act. Like this one the biggest Smash 4 player, Zero, like the best one. He he passed Mango, the Melee player I was talking about, in Twitch subscribers. And then a bunch of Smash 4 people just went and attacked Mango, like, yeah, this guy's better than you now. We're better than you. Look what we did. I'm like, Jesus Christ, dude.
Okay, 1 second.
I hate you.
I am so sorry about that. We gotta cut that out. Someone's calling my phone. You were saying?
Oh. Like, people are just, like, freaking attacking, like, the Melee player and crap like that. And I was just like, dude, you're not making either of us look good. Like, that's the thing that sucks. And that's actually something that relates to, like, again, just a lot of the time, it's like the fan base tears itself apart. Like, I think the furry fandom does that a lot, too.
Yes, for sure. And even then, like, the thing that, even though it's, like, messed up and just kind of douchey of them, like, to raid them and things like that and trash talk them just because he got more followers, if you think of it from a logical standpoint, about him being the better Smash player...
Well, yeah, well, actually, I was going to say Zero was being chill, but, like, it was just his fans.
Getting more Twitch followers means you're probably more entertaining, but doesn't mean you're better at Smash, so...
Yeah. It's nuts, but, I mean... It's whatever. I just like playing the game fun competitively. I'm probably gonna get into drama at some point. I definitely think in the furry fandom, like, I'm predicting it already. There's gonna be some drama with me at some point. I'm probably gonna try to deal with it well, but I don't know. At least if I get big enough.
Well, we'll watch that follower and subscriber count go up.
Oh, heck yeah, drama, free promotion, boys.
Get a t-shirt. Be like, I don't know, like, and that's what you do. If you get into big drama, after the drama's over, meme it and then make it into a t-shirt and sell it. That's what I say.
Oh. By the way,
well, that's it.
Oh, real fast, I was gonna say,
go.
This actually relates to my channel. One thing, this isn't like drama related at all, complete like topic switch. I forgot to mention one thing I've been wanting to do, and I kind of actually told you this a little, is I'm just gonna straight up say one thing I kind of want to do with my channel is I kind of want to make my like one meme of my channel is just I'm gonna be a Beta Ada Delota ripoff.
Oh my god.
And I'm gonna push that so hard.
Man. You should just wear a full flat out like life jacket in all your videos. Yes. At that point if you want to do that.
I get a life jacket on my first son and be like, I don't rip him off at all.
And then like at the end of the year you put like every year as a recap you'll put every Beta Ada Delota reference and be like life jacket compilation.
That would be a pain in the butt because I think I do it like every video other than my Smash video.
He's gonna sue you.
Speaking of my Smash video, I actually had some bad things like happen that week. I already mentioned it a little bit to you. And dude, I regret making that as my first non-furry video because I was trying to put footage by someone, and I'm actually wanting to delete that video at some point. I was wanting to put footage by like whoever like I got the footage from. What it says instead is title subtitle on the screen because I forgot to actually edit it to say who made the video, and I'm like, oh no. And then
you just put a disclaimer in the description.
Yeah, but I'm like, and then I noticed a lot of my editing errors, and like the video was short. I rushed it, and I'm like, because I just wanted to make sure I got a video out that Friday, and I kind of regret doing that now, because like the reason I was rushed is because like I was worrying about like I told you about like my dogs and stuff like that. I won't get too much into it, but like my dogs were like missing for a bit. They're back now. But I was just so stressed and I got nothing done at all. And so like one day before, I was just like, okay, script write, record, edit, video.
Yeah, I get that for sure. But I understand the stress and all, but don't stress it too much, man, you know, because like I feel like once you get to that point where you start having consistent uploads, which I feel like you've gotten to that already, the level of like growth your channel has, like missing just one video or being a day or two late is not going to have too much of an effect on it. It rarely does. Like only if you like stop uploading for like a month or two, that's when it's gonna you're fine.
I saw that in your Wolficide video. It's just my preference because like Odin Wolf actually mentioned in one of his videos, one thing that helps is if you're actually wanting to take YouTube seriously, it's best to have like a consistent upload schedule, preferably like once a week. And so I'm like, I need to make sure I get something like that done. Because I want to get this to be a job. At least at some point.
Part-time. You can get there.
Yeah.
But that pretty much is going to wrap up everything. Do you have any last words to say before we sign out for tonight?
I guess I'd like to see you guys like check out my channel. Thanks for doing that if you do. I also have a Twitter. I actually don't know my @ I'll probably have to figure that out. Do me a favor and put that in the description, please.
It will. I always do that. Don't worry. So that's pretty much gonna wrap it up. Everything. What's all of your social media again? Do you have anything else besides YouTube or Twitter?
No, not really. I'm gonna use Amino, but that's just there to post videos, and that's about it.
Yep. Same. Thank you all so much for watching this episode of SeetherCast. Thank you so much, Remei Fox, for coming on and taking over and driving the train into the hill. So yeah, do you have? Like, I already asked any last words, but yeah, check out his YouTube, check out his Twitter, check out all my stuff, subscribe to my channel, subscribe to my gaming channel, subscribe to my other gaming channel, check out my Twitter, Furry Mino, Twitch, all that good jazz, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye, everyone.
See you.
What is this? Palutena from Super Mario Odyssey? Please let me help you. Come inside. Oh my god, is this a sexual joke? I think this is the sexual joke. It's the sexual joke, I think. I can restore your life. Oh my god. Just a woman asking to come inside with you for a little bit. Oh my god.